to be tough to get. The Bruins are going to have to make a deep NCAA tournament run probably for Bushler to get there. Last week against SC, she did pass then Caitlin Souther. Now, of course, Caitlin Nielsen, assistant coach, for 11th all-time. She was the 12th Bruin in the history of the program to reach the plateau of 1,500 career kills. Riley Bushler, first team All-Pac-12 this year. And how about the setter, Sarah Sponsel, directing that 324 offense. Another balanced night last night for UCLA. Sponsel, 28 assists, 18 digs. That's her 18th double-double in a Bruin uniform. Again, UCLA getting 9 aces. 12 more digs, by the way, for Zana Muno. She was the 24th Bruin all-time to reach 1,000 digs in her career. And UCLA just in cruise control all night against Austin Peay and getting into the second round. The Governors had a great year, their best ever, in fact, with 30 wins. Speaking of their best ever year, that's what Cal Poly is going through right now, as they are making their 15th NCAA tournament appearance, their first since 2007. First time they ever ran the table undefeated in the Big West Conference. And they're making their 15th appearance. UCLA making its 35th NCAA tournament appearance. At their finest this year, and it's happening at the right time. They've won the last 12 consecutive sets. That hasn't happened at all this year until now, and they're doing it against pretty good competition. Remember, at SC, at Cal, both sweeps. Pretty good. And then they got the sweep last night to begin the NCAA tournament, and then, some extra momentum riding into the Cal Poly match tonight, the team that's won 22 consecutive matches, the second longest win streak in the country.
These two teams both benefiting from, I think, unexpected transfers, right? Cal Poly went up a whole level with the addition of Tori Van Winden leaving the Bruins to go play with her sister further up north. But the Bruins, by virtue of some changes at Loyola Marymount, wound up with Sarah Sponsel, senior. She's been all everything over at Loyola Marymount at the outside hitter spot. We bring her in here, and she starts setting for the Bruins, and it's just been great. I mean, it's the Sarah Sponsel team. Actually, it's not. It's Riley's team. Riley is the backbone, but Sarah's running the whole thing. It's gonna be fun. It's just gonna be a fun one tonight, Darren. It's gonna be fun, Darren.
Should be very fun. It's, I think, just the matchup everybody wanted to see. The Bruins are the number 15 national seed. Cal Poly, high RPI, 16 coming in the NCAA tournament.
Well, their two losses, the thing that I wonder about is, it was early on in the season, but the two losses they have are to Pac-12 teams, to Washington and Oregon, right?
Yeah.
So, and the Bruins can play with Washington and Oregon just head-to-head. So perhaps the Bruins on paper look like, okay, maybe they should have, but that was earlier in the season. You mentioned UCLA is peaking. It looks to me like Cal Poly's peaking too.
Yeah,
right? I mean, they were just steady last night.
September.
Yeah. I mean, both teams have everybody healthy, playing the way they want to play. Looking forward to seeing the match.
Yeah, this team hasn't lost since the second week of September, as you mentioned, at Oregon and at Washington. 22 straight victories. They swept their 20th match of the year last night. And these Van Winden kids, amongst others, they are the real deal. Just not only statistically, they're in the top 10 in numerous categories nationally, but visually, they pass the eye test with flying colors.
There's players.
Yeah.
I was talking with Coach Hollifield, volunteer coach for the UCLA beach team, sand team, and he was saying Tori is just, she's a beach player. She's the real deal as a beach player, and that's the way it looks to me out here. You want her to pass, fine. You want her to set, fine. You want her to hit, fine. You want her to run ball down in the back corner, fine. She's gonna go do something good with the ball anytime it's near. And Adley seems the same kind of player. Adley not quite as explosive, not quite as tall. Like you said last night, she didn't have as hot a night as Tori. Of course, nobody did as hot a night Tori did swinging. But she wasn't hurting teams. She was coming in and pounding away. It was just get blocked and come back and cover, and then pound away again, and by the end of the match, she had the skills. And the rest of the time, she's blocking, she's digging, she's looking good.
Let's pass along a few final scores that have come in already. The number one national seed, Penn State, and 4 over Pittsburgh. Interestingly enough, though, Penn State last night also dropped set to Howard, of all things. Number 5 national seed, Nebraska, a straight set win over Washington State. So that's one Pac-12 team gone. Colorado right now took the first set and maybe going to go up 2-0 over 12 seed Baylor. A scare, major scare for number 4 national seed Kentucky, having to go 5, beat Western Kentucky, and the Wildcats were down 2-0 in that match.
Wow.
The upset of the night belongs to Michigan State. They eliminate the number 9 seed Creighton in 4. Number 14 national seed Iowa State is also gone. Got swept by Wisconsin. I'm not so sure how much of an upset that is, to be honest with you, even though Iowa State was a seeded team. Wisconsin's a very good team.
I was just going to say, I might have just eye tested, switched those seeds.
Wichita State down 2-1 to Missouri. Shockers, a 16 national seed. BYU took the first set tonight over Oregon. SC's down 2-1 in the Galen Center. San Diego, we knew that would be a tough match for the Trojans. 2-1 San Diego over number 10 national seed USC. 15 all there in the fourth. Number 6, Texas, first 2 sets of them over NC State. Stanford took the first set over Colorado State. Cardinal, the number 3 national seed, and of course the defending national champion. So that's what's going on right now. A little bit later, Northern Iowa and number 7 national seed Minnesota, who, by the way, will also be in Gainesville next week with the winner of this and Florida, and winner of the SC San Diego match. So second round matchup coming up, NCAA tournament. Darren Preston, Denny Klein with you. Cal Poly and UCLA getting together the first time since 1985.
Really?
Interestingly enough, that 1985 Cal Poly team was the second best ever Cal Poly team. They won 31 matches that year. National anthem time in Poly Pavilion. UCLA and Cal Poly coming right up on Lean Stream and UCLABruins.com. Back live courtside, UCLA Cal Poly NCAA tournament second round. Glad you're with us. Cal Poly here by virtue of a win over Denver last night in 3. UCLA also in 3 over Austin Peay. Bruins 20-10, Mustangs 27-2, champions of the Big West Conference. They have not lost in 3 months. UCLA has won their last 4 matches, all by way of a sweep, so they're hot. 12 straight sets for them. Go through the starting lineups here in a moment. Cal Poly in the green and gold tonight, black shorts. UCLA in the home white with blue shorts. 14th renewal between these two teams, but again, they have not met since 1985, well before the Cal Poly Big West days. UCLA 12-1 all time against Cal Poly.
Aaron, you said 1985, and I had a little bit of took me back some. Because I think of Cal Poly as a long-time supporter of volleyball, men and women. They're a program that has been around, has had some great players over the course of time. Funny that the Bruins have played them more than that.
Yeah. Introduce the Cal Poly reserves first, then we'll give the starting lineup for Mustangs. Coached by Sam Crossan, the Big West Coach of the Year in his 6th year. And of course, the Big West Player of the Year, fantastic setter, and Taylor Nelson, who has gone over 1,000 set assists, in each of her seasons in Mustang uniform. So Taylor Nelson, 6-foot senior out of Granite Bay. Number 11, Tori Van Winden, back here in Pauley Pavilion against their old teammates. 6'3" sophomore hitter from Napa by way of UCLA. Jessica McCross getting a start, 6-foot sophomore hitter out of San Diego. Had a couple of aces last night. Number 14, Madeline Mercer, all freshman team in the Big West, 4 middle out of Capistrano Beach. Adley Van Winden, of course Tori's sister, 6'1" junior hitter out of Napa. 12 digs last night. And then Savannah Neiman, who was the Big West hitting leader at 398 during the season. She's a middle, 6'1" senior out of Lake Forest. Catherine Broker, very good libero in the white libero jersey for Cal Poly, 5'9" junior out of San Diego. 15th appearance for Cal Poly tournament, first in 10 years. Got off to a fine start last night. Mentioned Sam Crossan, 6th-year head coach, Big West Coach of the Year. UCLA reserves being introduced. Bruins looked really good last night, as did Cal Poly. Both teams, especially hitting and serving. First one out is going to be Kyra Rogers in the middle, number 6. Riley Bushler, Rogers, number 2. Riley Bushler last night, her 13th double-double. 13 kills, 10 digs, had 7 aces, a career high. Sarah Sponsel setting it up, honorable mention, all Pac-12 setter. Leading balanced attack last night, 324 Bruins hit offensively. Mac May had a nice night, 7 kills, an assist and a dig. Freshman hitter from Butte, Iowa. And is that Ann Crouch getting a start?
She is.
Wow. Ann Crouch getting a start. Came off the bench last night, played 2 sets, served an ace and had a dig. Back row player, Zana Muno, libero. And Madeline Gates, first team all Pac-12 middle for UCLA. Michael Seeley, head coach in his 8th year. Caitlin Nielsen, Tony Kerr are the assistants. So that's interesting. Ann Crouch, the freshman, 5'9" from Burlingame, back row player.
Yeah, would you? I'm not sure this is. I'm a little flabbergasted. Why would you change anything if everything was working so well? On the other hand, Ann Crouch has gone in the back row, been a back row receiving specialist, defensive specialist. She's been very good for the Bruins, and she's going to start in the back row. I'm sure she'll come out as she gets up to the front row. Who's she playing across the back for, though? They already have Zana Muno up there. Zana is not in the.
Not in there right now. All right.
Oh no, here she comes. So Zana comes in at the Maddie Gates spot.
And Crouch has played in 22 sets out of 110 total this year. That's exactly 1/5 of the time freshman. And when she was in there, when she's been in there this year, she's looked really good. Here we go. NCAA tournament, round number 2. First server is Nelson. UCLA's got it. Left side, Bushler across court. Ball popped up by Broker. Nelson left side. Adley Van Winden over the wall. That's dug by Sponsel. Muno bumping high. Mac May off speed. Dug by Broker. Gonna have long points tonight. Muno. Bushler takes a swing. Popped up in the back row and almost saving that one. But off the hands of Jessica McCroskey. The Bruins strike first.
Well, that was a ball control rally that the Bruins finally put away. No ball hit wildly hard that time, but every ball hard to control. Good start for Bruin fans.
Cal Poly's got it. Nelson, run middle, Neiman, ball denied by Gates. Cal Poly again, Broker left side, Torrey Van Winden, Doug on one knee, back line, Crouch. Bushler off two, Blade on the cover, back row, first two to the Bruins. Scored first 8 last night against Austin Peay.
Well, so Ann Crouch comes in, kind of a surprise start. She dimes her first pass, she digs that one. Good sub, Mike Seeley.
All right, ball set backwards. It goes to Adley Van Winden, who had a quiet night. Don't expect her to be that quiet tonight. She had just the 6 kills, but 12 digs in the first round. Krosky out. And Adley Van Winden serving for Cal Poly. Ball in play to the back for Crouch. 2-1 Bruins. Right side, Mac May's wrist on the left pin. That'll be Greisen with Neiman. Greisen was great last night. Cal Poly answers UCLA start.
Had the good scouting report. They know Mac May likes to go line. They blocked line.
Adley goes long on the serve. UCLA retakes the lead. Mac May, the Bruin ace, leader with 30. Little jump, ball down the middle to Broker, front court, left side, Greisen off a touch, nice save at the 10-foot line. Bushler leans in, scores off the Broker in the back row.
Oh, great, great play. Bruins dart ball is kind of sliding towards the net. Both Sponsel and Gates diving to pick it up. Gates, the middle blocker, beats Sponsel to the ball, popped it up a little bit, and Bucher jumped on it. Scored the point in the rally. Nice.
May down the middle, Aaron pass from Broker. Van Winden brings it back. Free ball by Adley. Here come the Bruins, up 4-2. Slide to Gates, cross court. Doug by Nelson. Bump up. Torrey Van Winden over the wall. Doug, Mac May. Sponsel the Bushler off 2 touches. Saved in front of the 10-foot line by Broker. Right side, Van Winden off the Bruin wall. And UCLA scrambling not to bring it back. So Torrey Van Winden against their former team, getting her first kill, 4-3.
Bruins got their hands on it. Couldn't control it afterwards. Popped it up, but hit it far enough cross court. The Bruins run it down with one hand, run it down with the other. Couldn't get there.
Savannah Neiman back to serve. Bruins letting it go. Flag goes up. Out, not too much, but out. 5-3 UCLA. And here comes Jenny Moser.
So they had Crouch play across the back row for Moser.
Moser, 9 kills and 5 digs in round 1. Front court Nelson, backside Torrey. That's a hammer down the line. Fired up. Why not?
Ball was close to the net. Moser walks inside cross court, and Van Winden says thanks. Pounded that one up the 12-foot line. Good celebration by her, too.
Whistle. Bruins are out of rotation.
Oh. Serve is out. The Bruins are all looking at one another, going, what? What'd we do?
It's 5-5.
Wow.
Don't remember last time the Bruins were called for that. Ball off the tape, taken by Mew on one knee. Slide to Gates off 2 touches. A Broker over past Gates, trying to dump it down. Left it hanging too long. Van Winden left side. Greisen cross court. Cal Poly on a lead change, 6-5.
Yeah, Bruins slide to Gates. She was able to put it away. Overpass to Gates, unable to put it away.
Torrey Van Winden. Ball down the middle, Zana Muno. Left side, Moser, gonna be roofed. Nelson, and the freshman was up there, Madeline Mercer. Was part of the all-freshman team in spite of minimal action this year in the Big West. 7-5, Cal Poly. Torrey Van Winden and Mustangs rolling at the moment. Ball taken by Muno. Front court, Sponsel, run Gates, and she's blocked. Well, the Mustangs at the net right now, the story. This is Mercer and Greisen. Another block, 8-5. They go from down 3 to up 3.
Perfect pass by the Bruins. Ran the back 1, 2 up on the back 1. I'm imagining we're going to see a dump by Sponsor. Whoops, missed pass.
Muno, Moser chasing it down. Free ball's on to Muno. Another chance for the Mustangs to go up 4. Left side, Greisen. Cross court, Doug Bushler. Bruins have it. Sponsor Moser. Popped up in the back by Adley Van Winden. Greisen janks it long and no touch. UCLA snaps that run 8-6.
Nice set by Van Winden. There's a dig in the backcourt. She was in the right back bump set all the way to the left front. Didn't quite get out. There was a little inside. Then Gleason got a swing at it.
Going 5 in the Galen Center. USC and San Diego. Short serve, 10-foot line. Cal Poly, look out. Broker over press row here.
Breaky press row.
Yeah, can't play it, so Bruins score 8-7.
Zonomu scores with the short serve. Usually the short serve, you're just trying to make sure that somebody passes it. Not trying to score a point. She does
Short
it again.
Serve again to Tori Van Winden. Run the middle. Mercer.
Took Tori out twice with that short serve. She missed the first one. This one she was in on her knees in the middle of the court. Short little pass, but good enough. Set the middle, put it away.
Jessica McCroskey to serve, 6-foot sophomore. Had 2 aces in there, went over Denver last night. A little jump from the corner. Down the middle, almost an ace there. Muno on the floor. Rogers off a touch. Scoring, Bruins within 1.
Nice play. That was a tough serve. The Bruins passed it about 3 feet off the net. Sputzel got down low, set the middle over her shoulder. And Kyra Rogers, flat shot off the top of the block, brings the Bruins within 1, 8-9.
Little jump for Sarah Sponsel. Adley Van Winden front court. Van Winden off a couple of touches. Latest being Sarah Sponsel. Adley scores, already much more effective swinging the volleyball than she was last night.
That was a dink, roll shot dink. Sponsel got in there when she was on her knees, got one hand on it, but popped it up past Muno, who was also diving in. The Bruins couldn't control.
Broker hits the tape on the serve, taken by Muno. Left side, Mac May. Broker. Nelson, left side, Adley Van Winden, another one. Adley Van Winden. I believe it took her 12 swings to get her first kill last night, but very much a factor here right now. Broker serving. Little jump. Ball down the line to Jen Moser, who will now swing. Cross court. Doug Tori Van Winden in the back. Mustangs by 3. Van Winden over the wall, picked up by Sarah Sponsel. Muno, Mac May cross court. Doug Broker high in the sky, way back there to the basketball baseline. Tori Van Winden, free ball backwards, sent over by Broker. Kyra Rogers in the middle, great up by Broker from 10. Van Winden, popped right up by Sponsel. Muno back set over the wall, long point. Ball pushed to the back line. The center, Taylor Nelson.
Great play by Taylor Nelson. Bruins dink. Ball popped up. She's blocking right front. The ball's right on top of her. She looks like she's going to set. No, she decides she's going to shoot. One hand to the deep corner, and the Bruins are all diving in. It goes overhead.
Muno to Sponsel, left side, cross court May. Nice reach out there in the back by Tori. Left side Adley, got it, another one. Adley Van Winden, 4 kills by my count here in set number 1. And Mike Seeley, a man who does not like to call timeout, has to call one here at 13-8.
Seen enough. Well, Cal Poly beating UCLA at its own game. Dig ball after ball after ball. One hand stabs that come up, and Adley Van Winden, surprise, an effective hitter here tonight. She was good last night, but she was hitting the ball into the block, and it was just coming back. So she was 0-0-0-0 for her hits. Tonight, everything's working. It's off the block. It's into the corner. It's dink shot. That one was deep into the back court.
10-3 run for the Mustangs, forcing the first time out of the match. NCAA tournament, second round in Poly Pavilion on Lean Stream and UCLABruins.com. Cal Poly coming out at 421 offensively. Remember, this was a team that was hitting 314 as a team, number 6 in the nation. Last night hitting 406, and so far tonight 421 to UCLA's 050. And by the way, they have all 3 blocks.
Well, the Bruins as a result of those blocks and as a result of that high hitting percentage in the digs, are 5 for 13 siding out. They're only hitting 0.50. They're siding out at 38%. You're not going to beat anybody doing that.
And the Van Winden sisters early, 6 for an errorless, 12 collectively. Cal Poly 9 for 19 collectively, hitting .421. And Brooker serving, Mustangs by 5. Come up to the back line, little jump, ball down the middle to Muno, front court Sponsel to Rogers, one-on-one off of Neiman, so Kyra Rogers.
Perfect pass by Muno, Bruins run to 3. Not something they set to Kyra all the time. Usually they bring her over right next to the setter, set to 1. That time she got a little bit of an opening, banged it home.
And Crouch back on court. Serving Adley Van Winden, 2-ball Nelson popped up by Sarah Sponsel. Left side, Bushler off the ball, trickling with the court. Riley Bushler, her 4th kill.
Sponsel once again taking care of the dink in the middle. Muno once again stepping in for the set. And Bushler once again putting it away.
13-10 Cal Poly. Bruins back-to-back points. Ball served down the middle. From 10, Tori Van Winden. That's Doug Zanamino. Bruins have it. Bushler looking for kill 5. Denied. Covered by Muno. Briley again. Got that one. Back line. 15-11. 3 in a row out of the timeout.
That was clever. High set outside to Bushler. She gets blocked. It's covered. Sponsel set up like she's going to set her again. Middle blocker says that's a fake. Goes the other way. Sponsel sets her again. One-on-one. Put it away.
10-footer, Tori Van Winden. Ball dug in the back. Zana Muno. Brought back right side, Mac May. Ball dropped on her. Did not get a good hit into the net. Point Mustangs to snap the mini run.
Oh, that was a great dig. A real high set. Mac May, not used to seeing the set that high, decided she was going to dink and instead missed ball.
Ball served by Nelson far side. Muno to Sponsel. To Bush.
Oh, my God.
Wow, what just a ridiculous play by Sponsel, putting it right there to Riley Bushler.
Well, it was bad pass. Sponsel bump sets from off the court all the way out to the left, but it's tight, and Bushler got there quick enough to put the ball away. Great play.
Nelson in the middle of the court, left side, Tori Van Winden denied. Tori picks it up again. Right side, Adley off 2 touches, and another one. Adley Van Winden put another one down. She is 5 for an errorless 6. Back on is Grayson. McCroskey coming out. And Adley Van Winden is the server, standing at the basketball baseline here at Poly. Mustangs by 3. Ball in play to Muno. Wide pass to Bushler. Bump it up right side on the pin. May back by Mustangs. UCLA. Bushler again. Cross court. Off pace there in the middle. Neiman scores. Savannah Neiman, Big West hitting leader this year at 398. Knocks it down. Mustangs by 4.
Bruins in trouble that whole rally. Missed the first pass. Can't do that against the Stangs. They'll sting ya.
Adley Van Winden again down the middle to Ann Crouch, who got a start tonight for the Bruins. Off a couple touches. Madeline Gates, first teamer in the Pac-12. Knocks that down. 3-point ball game.
Bruins run the middle. Crouch passing a little bit safely. She's passing about the 10-foot line. Prefer to see her get it up to the net. Let it work.
Matt May serves into the tape. 17-13 Cal Poly.
Well, I'd say Cal Poly just on a roll, doing what they do. They block, they serve tough, and they side out. They got Tori Van Winden in the right front. She's always an option for them.
Savvy Simo back on the floor for Bruins. Neiman sends the serve over. Sponsel slide to Gates off 2 touches. 10-footer off speed by Van Winden. That's dug by Crouch. Left side Bushler denied. Bruins again. Set Sponsel. Riley Bushler works it off the wall out. Bushler knocks down another one. Picking up right where she left off.
Good cover by Matt Gates after the first block. Put it right on top. Sarah Sponsel took an approach like he was going to hit. Got their middle blocker up in there and then sets outside Riley Bushler, who puts away 1-on-1.
7 kills already for Bushler. It's just 17-14 backside. Tori Van Winden over the wall. Pop up Simo. Moser looking near corner. That's dug by Adley Van Winden. Bryson leans in. Double contact on Cal Poly.
No, that's a terrible call. Pass ball to the up ref. That was a throw in 1975. No longer. But Nelson has such gorgeous hands. Just a slight twitch. That didn't look the same, so she called it.
Nelson, left side, Greisen, high off the wall, saved in the back by Bushler. Bruins have it, slide to Gates. Yes, got that one. Gates early on, a little trouble getting ball down, gets it there. And it's 17-16 Cal Poly, and now the Mustangs will talk things over. Each team with one timeout left. And Cal Poly, who led at 13-8 at the last timeout, the Bruins now with 8 of the last 12.
Well, we know Sam Crossan likes to call timeout. The other team gets anything like momentum. And the Bruins have a little momentum to play. Maddie Gates finally got it going over the blocking line.
Colorado's 2 sets on the number 12 seed Baylor. And they're looking good in the third, 20-16.
Well, that Colorado team is, they're loaded. Loaded may be the wrong word, but they're good. They're just good and improving.
A couple of seeded teams have already gone down if you've missed it. Number 16 seed Wichita State lost in 4 to Missouri. Number 14 seed Iowa State got swept by Wisconsin. And number 9 national seed Creighton losing in 4 tonight to Michigan State. And number 12 seed Baylor is in a heap of trouble. And number 4 seed Kentucky had to come back from 2 sets down to beat Western Kentucky. A lot of interesting stuff here in the second round across the country. Minnesota's actually tied 1 set piece now with Northern Iowa. Gophers the number 7 national seed. San Diego and SC going down to the bitter end in the Galen Center. SC the 10. As for this one, Cal Poly 357, UCLA 206 are the hitting numbers. Cal Poly's got all 3 of the blocks, each team with 1 ace. Mustang lead down to 1. Front court Nelson, left side Grayson off the wall. And trickles in there, 18-16 Cal Poly. Tori Van Winden serving Zonamuno in the back. Slide to Gates, cross court. Dug by Tori. Left side Bryson. Near stuff, but covered by Broder in front of the 10-foot line. Adley leans in. Can't get down. Left side Moser. Whistle. Wrong side of the antenna. Mustang point.
Boston with the bump set from cross court all the way out to the left. Got it a little past the antenna as high as Moser can get. You couldn't get that one. Bruins down by 3.
From the corner, Tori Van Winden hits the tape. Taken in the back, slide to Gates. That's good. Kind of redirect there off the Cal Poly block.
Yeah, that's the slide opens up a hole, right? Because blockers are both moving along with the hitter, trying to get out to where she's actually going to swing. Gates got it right back into that hole. Scored it.
19-17 and an ace off of Tori Van Winden. Ace serves Zonamuno. That's Zona's second ace tonight, both of the Bruin aces. Zonamuno coming in. She just had 5 aces on the season, 2 tonight. Left side, Greisen, cross court. That is Doug. Muno bump it up. Bushler from about 13 feet straight away. The back row, left side, Greisen. Roofed. Kyra Rogers, Sarah Sponsel, 19s across the board. The Bruins have fought back.
And they celebrate because Grayson has just been eating them alive. That time they blocking together, got over stuff, tie it up.
Short serve to Torrey, Aaron past Nelson. Nobody else going to get there. That's going to be another ace for Zana.
Coach Kerr dialing up the short serve here into area 2. We're going to take Tori Van Winden out of the service rotation, have Libero go up and pass that short one. Will she serve it again? No, goes to the line.
Goes to Grayson, Nelson, backside, cross court off the tape. Nobody home. The Bruins far sideline, Tori Van Winden. Puts it down after the third time. She also has 5 digs in this first set. Bryson out, Krosky on.
Nice move by Coach Cross, and he took Tori Van Winden out of the passing rotation, just had her play on the back row. That opened her up for the swing, and she pounded it. Tied, Darren.
McCroskey serving, tied at 20. The Mustangs led it by as many as 5. Left side, Moser. The block goes wide. Woo. Jenny Moser scores.
Nice play by Savvy Sim. Jenny Moser hit that thing. It was coming back. Looked like it was going to hit the line. She had her foot right on the line, was covering the block. Said, no, that's outside my foot. Let it go. It was about 3 inches out.
Sarah Sponsel serving, leading 21-20. Broker to Nelson. Out of the back, Tori Van Winden. Nice pickup by Zamuno on the back. Moser, wrong side of the antenna. Cal Poly ties it up.
Perfect dig by Muno. Kyra Rogers stepped in front and set. Kyra's the middle blocker. Set a nice ball. A little past the antenna. Moser ran underneath it and missed. Tied again, Darren.
Catherine Broker come up to the back line. A little jump down the line, down the middle rather to Zamuno. Run Kyra Rogers. Good for the kill. Kyra Rogers, her third put away. Back on top, 22-21. Moser coming out, and Crouch, who started the match tonight.
She's playing across the back row. Moser's playing across the front row in that position.
Crouch down the middle. Bump it up, Nelson. Look at the 2-ball. Almost soloed by Rogers. Krosky with the cover. Van Winden leans in. That's Tori. That's Doug. Left side. Riley Bushler high off the wall. Broker keeps it alive. Nelson to Adley Van Winden. Cross court. Doug by Muno. Bruins have it. Rogers looking her sideline. No good.
Oh, dear. She's been so hot tonight. Set her in the rally. 2 up. She was trying to hit hands. Swung out of bounds. Instead, good play by Adley and Winden. If I saw it right, she saved the ball with her left hand. Got a pretty good swing, too. Oh, what a serve.
There's a serve by Taylor Nelson just behind the 10-foot line. There's a lead change, 23-22. Cal Poly on the first, making the second ace. Tori Van Winden had the first one. Second ace for the Mustangs. Front court, Sponsel. Rogers looking in middle. Doug in the back. Tori inside the 10-foot line. Muno to Sponsel. Bushler over the wall. Left it up there. Too long. Tori Van Winden. That'll be saved by Sponsel off the right hand of Rogers. A swing for Riley Bushler. Good for the kill off the Brooker. We are tied at 23, and this is what we were talking about earlier. We're going to see some long points and long sets.
Bruin volleyball. Riley Bushler got a pretty good set in the rally, and she kicked it right to Tori Van Winden. Bruins saved the ball, set her again. She pounds cross court and scores it.
Brooker to Nelson. Backside, Adley left it up there. Dug easily by Sponsel at the 10-foot line. Rogers sets Mac May. Pancake up Sponsel. It was going to be good.
Oh,
Bushler scores. Wow, what a play by Sponsel. Tori Van Winden talked with the up ref. One timeout left for the Mustangs. They'll take it. What an up by Sarah Sponsel.
Boy, Mac May swang hard for the line, which he loves to do. Clearly, Mustangs have seen some tape. They were all over the line, stuffed it, and the Bruins pancake it up, set outside to Bushler. It goes so fast. She's one-on-one out there. Go to game point, 24-23. Darren Preston, this is the way volleyball should be played every night.
Just the first set, where we knew we were going to be in for a long night, and I'm not changing that prediction at all. This is going to be, I think, a tight one throughout. You're going to get a lot of long points, long sets. Very well go 5. Both teams looked really good visually, statistically last night. And the Bruins will have a set point out of the timeout.
It could easily be the other way. That ball's almost down.
Cal Poly at 275, UCLA at 200. We've had 7 ties and 4 lead changes in this first set. Riley Bushler, 9 for an errorless 17 and set 1, 5:29 along with 3 digs.
That's in the first game, dude.
Wow. Well, she needed 53 digs to get into the top, or 53 kills to get into the top 10 all time.
You're right.
She won't, but certainly playing like it. Adley Van Winden 5 for an errorless 10.
Are you doubting Riley Boucher?
In that regard, yeah.
So am I.
Now this crowd, nice one tonight. It's on its feet. Both fans are here, by the way, singing the end zones. Kyra Rogers, ball taken in the back to Adley, swinging, lightly cross court. All she had to do was place in the middle. And surprise, surprise, we're going overtime in set number 1. McCroskey out, Bryson on. Adley Van Winden to serve. Already has reached her kill total from last night. Front court, Sponsel to Gates, off a couple touches. Pancake, Tori Van Winden. Bryson, off speed over the wall, popped up Sponsel. Muno back set to Bushler, looking for her 10th kill of the set, but saved by Broker and free ball by Nelson. Gates, ball dug by Adley Van Winden, overpass. Great dig by Tori, left side, Bryson. Muno with the great dig, but the pass a little low for Gates. Boy, that was a well-fought and hard-earned point by the Mustangs.
How did they do it? Gates twice had pullaways, and somehow the ball came up. Nice digging.
That'll do it for timeouts for UCLA. They'll call their second. Mustangs, we've seen both teams fight like crazy. This is just the first set, 25-24.
Oh, my gosh. Well, the first set was a great set to Gates in the middle. She got full extension on it. Usually when the set's up high enough that she has full extension, she puts it away. One-armed bandit type dig in the back, and the ball comes back over the net. Gates usually tries to pop those down with two hands, just block them down. But the Mustangs had picked it up last time she did it, so this time she wound up and cranked it. And Tori Van Winden said, "Come on, I just dug it." Oh, my gosh. And the Mustangs win the rally. They're up 25-24.
Both teams out of timeouts. Mustangs will have their first set point. Set 1 to Illinois over number 8 seed Washington, 25-22. Minnesota ready to go 2-1 over Northern Iowa. Texas has just swept North Carolina State. Longhorns, the number 6 national seed. SC survives San Diego, 5 long ones. So if...
Oh, really?
Yep. So
they folded up? Wow.
If UCLA was to win this match, you'd have UCLA and USC both in the Gainesville regional with Florida and most likely Minnesota.
Well, you got a tough road to hoe right here because it's going through the green and gold.
Absolutely. All right, Adley Van Winden for the set. Ball taken in the back by Zana Munoz. Sponsel to Bushler. Cross court. Popped up by Adley Van Winden. Greisen over the wall. Doug Sponsel. Munoz backwards. The Bushler. Cross court. There's her 10th kill of set number 1. We play on 25-all.
Set Riley Buchler. She is fiery.
First teamer in the Pac-12. Mac May. Good serve to Greisen. Backside. Tori Van Winden. Doug and Crouch. Overpass. Tori scores off a touch. Set point number 2, Mustangs.
Van Winden hits from the right, goes over the block. Crouch reads it, but when she digs it, she hits it back to Van Winden, who goes over the block again, and this time couldn't be done.
Back to serve. Savannah Neiman. The Mustang contingent on their feet behind us. Ball served in the back. Sponsel to Bushler. Cross court. That is dug by Neiman. Kept alive by the Big West Player of the Year. Free ball. Tori Van Winden. Left side. High up the wall. Bushler. Cal Poly for the set. Tori Van Winden. Flag goes up. Mustangs want a touch. They're not going to get it. And Tori really laying it into Tony Chan, the down ref.
If it was a touch, it was a micro touch. I've got these headphones on. I didn't hear anything, and I didn't see it, but it was definitely close.
26-all. Bushler serving Tori, front court. Van Winden off a touch. Tori Van Winden scores again. 5 kills, 7 digs. Set number 1.
I like that from Tori Van Winden. She was angry. She got served. She passed the ball. She's shouting, "Set me!" Puts it away. That's a player.
27-26 Mustangs. Down the middle and an ace. Tori Van Winden, her second ace of the night. What a time to get it.
And then she aces for the game. Woo! Karen Preston, game one, Cal Poly, 28-26. Holy cow.
First set. We knew we'd have long sets, long points night, and that first set.
70 minutes?
About 34 minutes or so. So that's about half already of what we went last night. We had a 70-minute match against Austin P. In the first set, approximately 34 minutes. UCLA and Cal Poly going the Mustangs' way, 28-26.
Well, that was a good win by Cal Poly. Down the stretch, they made some critically good plays in order to win it. But I give UCLA props because they were down by 5, sort of middle of the game. Fought their way all the way back to a game point. Both teams showing grit. Cal Poly gets the win in game one, though.
You got some updated numbers through one set.
Through the first set, Cal Poly hit 286 to the Bruins 200. Cal Poly started out about 450, and the Bruins were at 050. First time reported some of the stats. For Cal Poly Mustangs, Tori Van Winden has 5 put-aways on 20 swings on air, so she's at 200. Her sister Adley started off very fast, 6 for 11, no errors, 5 for 5. That will get it done. The next was Rayanne Dreesen, 3 for 12, 2 errors, 083. 283 overall. The Bruins were led by Riley Butcher, who just had a great game. She was 10 for 22, no errors. That's like a night's worth of work, usually 455, but nobody else really pounding it for the Bruins. 3 for 6, 1 error. Kyra Rogers, she's at 333. 3 for 12, 1 error. That's Maddie Gates, 167. Mac May, those in the negatives. Jenny Moser's in the negatives. Bruins hoping those 2 freshmen can get going. They're going to need them down the stretch. In terms of blocks, 3 team blocks for Cal Poly, 1 for UCLA. And Diggs 28 for Cal Poly, 25 for the Bruins, led by Sarah Sponsel with 9. Catherine Broker has 10 for the Cal Poly Mustangs. Broker was good for them down the stretch there. She got a couple of balls up that were, nice shot, but that's a put away. No, the ball is up again. But, that's the way the Bruins play. It can't be a huge surprise because the Bruins are doing the same thing. What I was surprised was that the Bruins started to Ann Crouch. Ann has been playing a lot for UCLA, but sort of in the back row after you get to about 15 or 16 points and you're out of subs and need a back row player. She's been it.
Boy, an errorless 10-kill first set for Riley Bushler, 455. The next highest Bruin with 3 kills, Madeline Gates, as well as Kyra Rogers. Right now, UCLA in set 2. The 2 teams swap benches. Riley Bushler, Zana Munoz, Sarah Sponsel, Madeline Gates. Up front, Jenny Moser, Kyra Rogers, and Mac May.
So the Bruins starting with Bushler serving, which means that she's as far away from the front row as you can get. I think I'd want her up front, up left right now. But we're starting Moser in the left front rather than have Crouch in the back for Moser. So.
Now for Cal Poly, Neiman, Broker, McCroskey out there with Tori Van Winden, Adley Van Winden, Nelson the setter. Here we go from the corner. Bushler serve to the back. Front court, Adley Van Winden off speed. Pancake Zanamuno, bumped over by Zana. Mustangs have it. Neiman leans in and scores. Hits the far sideline, going to her right.
Bruins got what they wanted that time. Served down the line to Adley Van Winden, who was then set. Couldn't really hit. Had to dink. But, a little bit late getting there. Had pancake it up. Ball wasn't up very high. Cal Poly wins the rally.
Adley Van Winden down the middle to Zanamuno. Sponsel, 2-ball.
Haven't seen that tonight yet. Actually, I've seen it a couple of times where I go, Sarah's about to dump, and Cal Poly all over it. Had 2 or 3 people in the middle of the court. That time didn't see her about to do it, neither did Cal Poly score it.
Kyra Rogers serves. Right side, Tori Van Winden mishits that one.
Wait, Tori Van Winden made a mistake?
And we're not going to be calling that much on it at all. It is her second hitting error. That was her 21st swing. 5 kills. It was Adley, her sister, that had hot hand early. 6 for an errorless 11. Front court. Right side, Tori again. Over the wall, Doug Rogers. Here come Bruins. Jenny Moser. Cal Poly turned around up top. Nelson left side. Cal Poly again. Grayson cross court. That's dug by Rogers. Moser pop it up. Bushler from 15 straight away. That's dug back row by Nelson. Mustangs. And that's good. Back row. Rhiannon Grayson. She's had a big first couple of rounds in the NCAA tournament. Front court goes Madeline Mercer.
Not sure quite what she did there. It worked, though. She had May and Gates in front of her. That's a big block. Somehow she reached high and scored.
Savannah Neiman down the middle. Zana Muno 2-2. Set 2 on Madeline Gates. That's good. Gates somewhat quiet in set number 1. Out right there, her 4th kill.
Another set by Sponsel on a pass at about the 8th line. Just fires it over her shoulder. Gates turned it back. That was a nice play. Not easy.
Mac May. Service to Broker. Back row left side. Grayson down the line. It is wide. UCLA on top, rated 2.
Bruins beneficiary of a mistake there because that ball was outside one-on-one. Sponsel in front of Grayson. You figure Grayson's going to win that one.
Ball down the middle to Broker. Left side. Swing. Grayson cross court. Off of Muno. Overpass. Mustangs are in the net. Tori Van Winden on the right side. 5-2. UCLA off to a similar start in set 1.
They're not such a homer. Van Winden was in the net. I'm pointing it out to the left.
Mac May, little jump. Ball taken by Tori. Nelson back to Tori Van Winden off the wall. Saved by Sarah Sponsel. Moser leans in. Saved back line. Free ball given by Tori Van Winden. Gates will bump it up. Sponsel to Moser. Off a touch. Got that point. 6-2 Bruins. This is the big sleet of the night for UCLA.
Jenny Moser working the high flat shot. She was dug the first time. Second time hit it even flatter, even further. Couldn't be done. She's got a big smile. She comes off the court, and the Bruins are up 6-2 in game 2.
1-0 Mustangs here in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Went 28-26 in the first. This is UCLA Volleyball in the NCAA tournament on Lean Screen, UCLABruins.com. UCLA 6, Cal Poly 2. Bruins with 4 in a row, forcing Mustangs into a timeout. Bushler still with the 10 kills, no errors, 435. Sarah Sponsel already a double-double, her 19th of the year. 13 assists, 10 digs. Bruins up 230 hitting, Cal Poly 217. Tori Van Winden, front row Nelson, run the middle, and the freshman Madeline Mercer puts it away, snapping the run, 6-3.
Wow, out of the timeout, they call Mercer's number, hitting the 3, nobody in front of her. I definitely would have been over in front of Tori Van Winden. That's where I thought the set was going to go. She's back serving.
And Crouch back on the court for the Bruins, into the net on the service error. Tori Van Winden, 2 aces in the first set, but that right there, her first error, 7-3.
Well, we saw that last night 3 times. She went back there and served exactly that same serve. And then the 4th one, she hit into the top of the tape and aced with it.
Jumped up, short serve on knee, Tori. Joust picked up by the Bruins. Minnow to Bushler. Cross court, Doug. by Broker. Here come the Mustangs. Bryson off the wall. Covered. Savissimo. Left side. Bushler scores her first kill of the set. Her 11th of the night.
Setter. Sometimes you have that night when you know it's going to work. Setter.
Simo serving Tori Van Winden in middle off a touch. And that goes down for Madeline Mercer. 8-4 Bruins, set 2. Polly up a set. And a Krosky to serve. Up to the back line, ball down the middle of the Bushler front court. Sponsel the Gates, cross court, off the hands of McCroskey and over press row. Bruins back up 5. Kyra Rogers returning.
That was kind of a slow motion rally. Gates are loping to the outside, hits in that shot. Doug sort of out of bounds. Nobody could ever catch up to the ball.
Short serve, front court. Ball drops by Broker. A little miscommunication there on Mustangs. Rogers looks short window to the right. That is Doug. Left side, Adley Van Winden. Doug Muno behind the 10-foot line. Left side. Sharp cross court hit again. Riley Bushler, 12 kills. No errors. 10-4 UCLA.
Bruins scoring a bunch of points with this short serve. Coach Kerr called the signals for the serves. Got to give him a few points.
From the corner, put it in play, run the middle, and the freshman, Madeline Mercer, having a nice second set. UCLA 10-5. Feel like she's in their offense here in set 2.
That's for sure. Taylor Nelson is the setter, and the Bruins both jumped at Taylor like she was going to dump. She set the 1. The Bruins are both down. Mercer says, thanks.
Broke serving Muno near sideline. Bruins have it after a little joust. Left side, Riley again. Riley Bushler, 13 kills. The hot hand indeed. Mac May back on and crouch off. Sarah Sponsel to serve. Sarah Sponsel. Jump up. Ball back row, McCroskey. Get it to Van Winden inside of 10. Denied by Rogers. Mustangs pick up on it. Adley Van Winden. Doug, Sarah Sponsel. Riley Bushler looking for her 14th kill. The block lands just barely on the baseline. Wow. And at first glance, I thought it was long. But Tom Uleberry puts the flag down.
God darn it. Good block.
11-6, so that'll be Riley's first hitting error. She's now on the right side, cross court. Mustangs running out of room.
Riley Bushler had a bunch of those kills where she swings. It's Doug, but it's Doug just over press row. Continued to score. Center.
If Riley finishes tonight with 1 hitting error coming after Tom Uleberry. Ball served into the net.
No, that ball was in. She hit it hard. It was blocked flat. It went back over all the Bruins' heads, landed on the back line, on the back of the back line.
Adley Van Winden serves on Muno on the back. Sponsel backside, tool the block, Mac May.
That'll help if May and Moser get hot for the Bruins. I'm saying that as if you're a Bruin fan. Those of you who are Cal Poly Mustang fans, my apologies. But I'm a Bruin.
Ball served by Rogers. Front court, Nelson backside to Tori Van Winden. 6 kills for Tori.
Everybody gave up, but Tori hit it. Nobody up. Butcher dug it with a foot. Sponsel popped it up with another foot, and then Butcher almost kicked it over. Didn't make it.
Sarah Sponsel, run middle, Gates, left it up there too easily for Tori Van Winden. Adley takes a swing, flag goes up, she went right down the middle, missed, hit it long.
Adley's hitting out of the back row. Tori Van Winden out of the back row is, we've seen very successful. Adley, not so much. I don't think she's quite as explosive as her younger sister. Doesn't jump quite high.
May serving, just got her first kill a moment ago. In the middle, Mercer can't get it down. Moser takes a swing half the wall. Saved back row by Adley. Left side Greisen off a couple of touches. 14-9 UCLA.
Both teams getting hot with their middle back players. Coming into the middle of the court in the rally. Generally, you want block to take that away and get the high flat that's getting hit off the top of the block. That time Riley got into the middle of the court and went over her head.
Bushler. A little pass there. Swing by Moser denied. Bruins scrambling. Can't get it going in the back. So 14-10. Started with the serve and the pass. 14-10.
Yeah. Tori Van Winden with the tough serve down the line. Kind of got her in the shoulder.
Tori jump it up. Ball to Riley. Joust. Picked up by Sponsel. Gates will set. Left side Moser. Cross court. Doug Broker. Overpass the Zahn at the 10-foot line. Back set slide Gates. Cross court. Doug. Tori Van Winden. Cal Poly can get a little closer. Left side Greisen. Off the wall. 14-11. So they got a long way to go still in set two, and they've trimmed it to 3.
Let's have Gates and Moser up front.
There's a serve that goes long.
And the Bruins get out of that rotation. Would you have called a timeout there, Darren? This is the...
Absolutely not. After last week's match at SC, I don't think I'm calling timeout the rest of the year.
I think I might have. But once again, coach is right. They served it out.
Left side off 2 touches. Bruins pick up on it. Muno, Sponsel, backside to Maddie Gates. That's going to go down.
Nice communication between Sponsel and Gates. There was an overpass. Sponsel jumped like he was going to hit it. And then quick little back set slide, won something. Gates knew was coming.
Simo with the short serve to Van Winden in the middle. Get it to Mercer. Little hook in the middle by Gates. Joust picked by the Mustangs. Bruins by 5. Set 2. Greisen off of Muno in the back. Boy, a ball that Muno couldn't get to the front, but
well, it's a high flat shot where Muno's playing on the line, going over her shoulder. She's got to try and reach it somehow, but really it should be the middle back player coming in behind her who gets it. But that's just a good shot. That is tough to defend.
Well, she gets everything, averaging close to 5 digs per set. Front court, left side, Bushler with authority. Cross court up by Broker. Bruins have it. Muno, bump it up. Left side, Bushler off 2 touches and give her another one, her 15th.
This is a battle between Buchler and Broker. Buchler just cranked that thing cross court. Broker said, I got it, but she dug it back over. Bruins set Riley again. That one can't be dug.
15 kills for Riley Bushler, not even close to finishing the second set. Little tip into the net. Tori Van Winden. Can't believe it. 18-12, second and final timeout Cal Poly. So the Bruins get their 6-point lead back. 18-12.
Cal Poly's going to want to go and practice during the time between games 2 and 3 and receiving the short serve. That is the 6th short serve of this game. Everyone has led to chaos on the Cal Poly side. That one was a little bit of a missed pass, low set to the back row to Tori Van Winden. Tori was out of sorts, tried to dink short, miss it. Bruins up by 6, Darren, and you know what that means.
So when the Bruins were up 6-0 over Austin P last night,
absolutely,
your 6 kicked in. Yeah. It looks like Washington's going to tie things up against Illinois. Illini won the first set against the 8th-seeded Huskies. Washington's up 22-16 in the second. Looks like Minnesota is moving on. They are up comfortably in the 4th. 2-1 lead over Northern Iowa. Of course, that is vested interest for UCLA, who's fighting to get into that Gainesville Regional next weekend against the 6th-seeded Gators. And remember, USC are going there as the 10th seed. They'd be there with Minnesota, Florida. Stanford has swept Colorado State 25-9 in the 3rd. Number 3 national seed.
Well, here, Darren, the Bruins have caught up. They're hitting .244 and finally ahead of Cal Poly at .231. Game 1, Cal Poly was out hitting Bruins by a lot. It's more of a sample now. Both teams hitting right at 250.
Short floater by Zanamuno on the serve. The Booker slide right. Mercer off touch. Saved back by Savvy Sim. Left side Bushler denied. Pushed over by Rogers at the net. Swing by Adley cross court. Simo popped it up. Rogers over the wall. Broker. Adley Van Winden looking far corner area. Flag goes up. No good. Bruins up by 7. That's a team high tonight.
Brooker with another dig. She's... How many she got here tonight already?
Short serve to Brooker. Overpass. And Riley says thank you.
She's got 14. Almost got 15 there, but that one hit her in the head. She's leading all diggers. But the Bruins are leading the game 20-12, looking tough.
Told you that Bushler had 10 kills in set 1. She has 6 in this set. Out on serve there. Point Cal Poly 13 to look at 20.
Zanavino wants that one back. Short serve, you're not trying to score. You're just trying to make sure that so-and-so passes it in the front row. You just missed everything.
Broker down the middle to Zanamuno. 2-ball Sponsel off the tape. Overpass. Rogers can't get it down. Mustangs in transition. Adley Van Winden off beat. Wide open middle. Adley Van Winden.
Who was the dig back there? That was a great dig. That's McCroskey. Wow. She was in the right back. Kyra Rogers had a swing. Looked to me like she's hitting wide open court, and McCroskey saw it coming, got there.
Broker serves near sideline. Zanamuno. Left side, Riley Bushler picked up McCroskey. Overpass. Rogers looking to dump it down. Can't do it. 1-on-1. Bushler up there to deny Neiman. Left side, Adley off the touch. Trickles width of the court. Adley Van Winden. 8 kills and 8 digs. 20-15 UCLA.
Kyra Rogers keeps trying to score in the rally. Pushing. She hasn't got a ball down yet on one of these off plays, and she's usually so successful with this.
Zanamuno, front court Sponsel, run middle. Kyra Rogers puts it down. Bruins need 4 points to tie up the match. And Crouch coming out. And McNay going on. Sarah Sponsel to serve.
Kyra says, there it is. Nice set.
Sarah Sponsel, short footer to Neiman, front court. Leaning in from 10, Tori Van Winden, Doug Sponsel, Riley Bushler. Paul Doug in the back, overpass. Bushler nearly Ruth. Picked up nicely though. Bushler denied again. Gets her own ball back. Rogers just pushed over to McCroskey. Left side, Adley. Puck goes wide across the court by Rogers and May. So point Mustangs. And 21-16 UCLA. Setter is serving for Cal Poly. That's the Big West Player of the Year, Taylor Nelson. Ball taken in the back. Sponsel, left side, May over the wall. Popped up. Sliding up there, Nelson. Broker, Adley Van Winden, whistle blows. UCLA in the net.
Oh, unforced errors by the Bruins. Timeout.
And the Bruins will have one left. They're up 4, 21-17 in set 2. Down 1-0. A tight overtime thriller in the first, won by the Mustangs, 20-26. Washington did close out that second set. 1 set apiece, Washington and Illinois. Minnesota getting very close to punching its ticket to Gainesville, Florida next week. It would be Minnesota against USC in the regional semifinal. Florida awaits the winner of this one. As several seeded teams went down tonight, the double-digit seeds had problems tonight.
I think what we're looking at is just the extraordinary talent pool across the whole country of women's volleyball players. Every school has just got good players, and the difference between a 12 seed and a 20 seed is minuscule.
By the way, Colorado ended up sweeping Baylor. Baylor was the 12th.
Not probably a surprise to Baylor. I don't think it's a surprise those of us who've seen Colorado play a lot.
All right, 21-17 UCLA. Taylor Nelson for Cal Poly will be the server. Rogers, May, Simo, Muno, Bushler, and Sponsel on the court for the Bruins on receive. Bushler, front court to Sponsel. Backside, Riley, cross court off the hands of Nelson. And Riley Bushler puts down her 17th ball, not yet 2 sets into the night.
Unbelievable.
Jenny Moser on.
That one from the right side, and she normally is pounding from the left.
Bushler serving her side. She had 7 aces last night, by the way, if you missed it. Off the antenna for Adley Van Winden. UCLA inching in to set number 2.
It's Bushler with the cross-court serve. Tori Van Winden out of the play. Back set went to Adley. She tried to go line. She got the antenna. The Bruins are within 2.
Riley Bushler now in the middle to McCroskey. Rut to Neiman. That's good coming this way. 23-18. Bryson on. Krosky off. And Adley Van Winden serving. Tony Kerr directing the traffic up front. Adley. Ball taken in the back by Zahn and Muno. Back set. Dug back row. A swing by Bryson. Dug Zahn and Muno. Here come the Bruins. Jenny Moser. Cross court. Right up. Broke her way up there. Left side Grayson off a touch, but saved by Sponsel. Right side McMay. Cross court. Dug Tori Van Winden. Bryson takes a swing. Dug on one knee. Riley Bushler. Moser. Cross court, Doug Broker. Long point. Bryson, that is off hands of Riley Bushler. Bryson pulls it to within 4. In that sequence, Riley Bushler did pick up her 4th dig of the night. Go along with those 17 kills. And Adley Van Winden serving. Coming up the back line, ball played is on Immuno. Front court, Sarah Sponsel. In the middle of the Kyra Rogers knocks it down.
Sponsel and Rogers like that one. That was a back one. Perfect pass by Muno. Sponsel looked like she was going outside left. No, back set 1, and Rogers was on top of it. That one slatted when it hit the floor.
5 set points for the Bruins. Right side, Tori Van Winden. Left it up. In the middle, Len Gates. Ball popped up by Nelson. Left side, Grayson. Blocked. Well, that thing is down. Yeah, boy, Mike Seeley coming off the bench like a madman saying that thing was down, and it's a late call there. But UCLA wins set 2, 25-19. We are 1 set apiece in Pauley Pavilion. NCAA tournament 2nd round. It becomes a best 2 out of 3 now, Denny.
Oh, my gosh. Well, Bruins got off a quick start that one and just held those 6 points throughout the game. We're at 1 apiece. Darren Buston, 1 apiece. Are you shocked? Are you surprised?
No.
Me neither.
Am I having fun? Yes.
I forgot that part.
Yeah, all right. So 1 set apiece. Cal Poly 28-26. UCLA storms back, wins 25-19. We are at the intermission. Let's take a break. Going to need it because I think we got a wild night still in front of us for sets 3 and 4, and I would say probably 5. So 1 set apiece from Pauley Pavilion, NCAA tournament 2nd round. Winner moving on to Gainesville, Florida to face the 2nd-seeded Florida Gators. Lean Stream and UCLABruins.com. All right, in between sets 2 and 3 here in Paulette Pavilion, NCAA tournament second round action. And it is one set apiece. 28-26 Cal Poly, 25-19 UCLA. Bruins bouncing back nicely after a very tough first set loss. Won it by 6. Bruins hitting 233 on the night to Cal Poly's 221. Riley Bushler, the biggest individual story tonight to this point. 17 kills at 421. In case you're wondering, her career high, 26 kills done at Arizona. So certainly on pace for that. Big trail off after that. Usually balanced Bruin offense. But after Bushler, 17 kills. Madeline Gates, 6 kills at 250. Kyra Rogers, 5 kills at 286. Bruins again hitting 233 on offense. Cal Poly, Adley Van Winden, 10 kills, 318. One big from a double-double. Tori Van Winden, 6 kills at 069. 12 digs and 2 aces. Feels like she's doing better than that, but again, she had a much better first set. In a second set, Rhiannon Bryson, 8 kills, 148. Catherine Broker has pulled up 18 balls already. Wow.
She's been, well, we're used to seeing the Bruins digging a zillion balls. It's kind of fun to see the other team out-digging the Bruins. I mean, she's been amazing.
Again, Cal Poly hitting 221, 24 assists for Taylor Nelson. Sarah Spons, her 19th double-double of the year, 23 assists and 14 digs. 13 digs also for Zana Muno. And Cal Poly winning the block 5-2.
You know, I would say the thing that's sticking out to me the most is this imbalance in the attack, with Buster getting 38 attempts. She's been great. You know, of course, she's a setter. She's hot as heck. But the Bruins usually have, 5 players who all have around, 10 putaways for the night. And it's nothing like that tonight. Next closest is Maddie Gates. She's got 6 putaways on 20 swings. Kyra has 5 putaways on 13 swings. It's unusual. So far, Paul has been taking care of Mac May and Jenny Moser. Both of them are still in the negatives. Mac 1 for 13 with 2 errors, and Jenny is 2 for 14 with 3 errors. So those who haven't been playing quite up to what we expect to see from them night in, night out. Maybe that's why you got to go to Riley, because she's going so great. On the other hand, we saw Trey Van Winden, who has just been ripping up Big West, play just unstoppably last night. And the Bruins have, she's been good, but she hasn't been just extraordinary. That may change, though. It's one game apiece. And she is one heck of a player, we know that. So is the rest of the team. I don't mean to dissing the rest of the team.
Let's go through a couple of matchups that are already set for the regionals come next week. And Penn State will be taking on Missouri. Missouri upset the number 60 national seed, Wichita State. Florida, of course, the number 2 national seed, awaiting the winner of this one. The number 3 national seed, Stanford, will be playing Wisconsin, who beat 14-seeded Iowa State. It'll be a Kentucky-BYU match. Kentucky the 4, BYU the 13. BYU just swept Oregon. The number 5 national seed, Nebraska, who swept Washington State, will be facing Colorado, who swept number 12 seed Baylor. Texas, the number 6 seed, who swept North Carolina State, will be taking on the number 11 national seed. Who would that be, Denny? Who was the number 11?
Oh, that's right. Haven't got it memorized.
Cool. So I know SC is in as the 10.
11 was Utah.
That's correct, who did it last night. Okay.
Yeah.
Utah got in last night. So it'll be Utah against Texas.
Ooh, that's a fun one.
Yeah, and then it'll be 7 versus 10. Minnesota against SC, and the Florida Gator regional out there. And then Washington, who is the 8th seed, is 1 set apiece with Illinois right now. So it'll either be Washington or Illinois against Michigan State, who upset Creighton earlier tonight. So that's what's going on next weekend in regional election. Couple of notes around campus here at UCLA. You got 2 Bruin teams playing for a national championship tomorrow. Men's water polo at 3 o'clock, UCLA and USC for the national championship.
Oh, boy.
In men's water polo. I'll be there over at USC.
Where?
Yep. And then the women's soccer team also playing for a national championship, and they're taking on Stanford out in Orlando, Florida.
There's some high-level sportage going on here, Darren. 2 national championships tries tomorrow, and the Bruins having Bruins and Mustangs just putting on a show here tonight. This has been some good volleyball, some fun volleyball, and we haven't got anywhere close to deciding what's going to happen. It's 1 game apiece. So the Bruins started with Moser in the left front in Game 2, and that worked a little better for them than the lineup where they started with Crouch in the back row in Game 1. So they come out the same way.
Bruin back to their original bench. May, Sansa, Rogers, Bushler, Moser, Muno for Cal Poly. Van Winden sisters up there with Neiman, Broker the libero, Okrosky in the back row, and serving Taylor Nelson setter. First point, first serve to set number 3, taken by Bushler. Run Kyra Rogers off the hands of Okrosky. Bruins strike first, set 3, 1 set apiece.
That 3 has not been stopped yet tonight that I can remember. Although Capoli that time saw it coming and had 2 blockers in front.
Rogers serving Broker in the back at 18 dig through 2 sets. Swing in the middle. Tori Van Winden puts it down.
Now that's an interesting play. We haven't seen that one yet tonight. Set at 2, Tori Van Winden in middle.
Yeah.
You know what? Probably just thinking, let's get her off the dime. From the Bruins aren't expecting, easy ball to hit. She bounds it home.
Adley coming up to the back line. Ball in play to Moser. Oh, pass. Tori will easily take care of that. Couple of quick kills to start that 3 for Tori Van Winden. That'll be 8 kills, 12 digs on the night for Tori Van Winden. Adley, little jump. Slap one down the middle. Backside McMay. That'll be good. Off a touch.
McMay continues to work the line.
2 kills for Mac, along with the dig, a block, and an assist. Mac serving. Bruin Aisley with 30. The freshman. Ball to Broker in the back. Tori Van Winden off 2. Picked up by Bushler. Popped up by Gates. Muno to Moser now. Cross court dug by Adley. Left side. Bryson off the wall. Saved by Zana. Muno, 2-ball Sponsel, easily read by her counterpart, Nelson. Down the line, Van Winden. Flag goes up. Boy, Van Winden, not exactly appreciative of Tony Chan's work tonight. Tony's a great ref.
She tried to work the line, tried to work high hands off the line, down the line. I'm with Tony. I didn't see it, although
in the middle, one-on-one. Neiman, ball saved by Muno. Right side, Gates, cross court. That is dug by Nelson. Left side, Grayson over the wall, but standing right there, Mac May. Bruins 3-2, set 3. Moser, 1-on-2, works around that block. Jenny Moser, 4-2. Boy, Tori's been, that's a beat a dead horse here. She's been very demonstrative with Tony Chan tonight, and you got to wonder how much more that goes.
She's a little frustrated, I think, but she's hitting the shot she wants to hit.
Right side, cross court, Van Winden. Moser over the wall, picked up at the 10-foot line by Nelson. Bryson, that's dug back row. Sponsel left side, Moser off 2. See back row by Adley. Left side, Grayson. That goes down the line. Point Mustangs. 3 will serve 4. And Crouch returns.
Both teams playing just the way they want to play. The Mustangs get the put away that time.
Will jump Neiman. That's an ace. Going cross court. The far corner to this near sideline. And Neiman gets the ace to tie it at 4.
Bruce called the ball out. And it was in.
Neiman's 31st ace of the year. This team can definitely serve a volleyball. Right side, ball dug near side by Van Winden. A swing from 10. Bryson is dug by Muno. 4-all. Bushler leans in. A rare miss for Riley Bushler.
Kind of a low set. Riley's coming out of the back row. She unleashed. It was there a little late, couldn't get on top of it. Tough serving.
Cal Poly takes the lead, 5-4. Left side, Moser through the block, covered the 10-foot line. Mustangs with the last 3 points. Free ball, Nelson. Here come the Bruins. Muno bump it up. Moser a little skip. Ball popped up. Nelson. Neiman will set. Right side, Van Winden. Sharp cross court hit. Tori Van Winden. A double. No, 1 kill away from that, but she'll have one tonight.
Nice swing by Van Winden, but Moser not swinging. A lot of dinks, a lot of soft shots.
Adley's got the double-double. Her sister. Sponsel, right side. Gates nearly stuffed. Played by Moser, wrong side of the antenna, however. So Mustangs get that point. That's 5 in a row for Cal Poly. Seeley looks at his bench. Going Savvy Simo.
Savvy Simo in the front row. You don't see this too much, but Moser hasn't been effective yet swinging.
7-4 Mustangs. Neiman. Slap one down the middle of the Muno. Front court Sponsel to Simo. And that goes through the wall. Sav Simo
just comes in and delivers. Why am I on the bench?
Wow. Well, for Savvy Simo, that will be her first kill of 2017. In the middle, over the wall goes Mercer. Left side, Bushler. Ball popped up by Adley, Left side, Bryce and Doug Muno. Here come the Bruins. Riley Bushler off the wall. Bushler scores her 18th kill.
6-7. Bruins climb back to within 1.
All right, Mustangs have it. Right side, Tori Van Winden denied. Bruins are in a net. 8-6.
Bruins serving Van Winden short. She passed it, got the set. Bruins got the block, but as they retreated from net, I think it was Maddie Gates stuck her hand out, got a touch.
Tori Van Winden serving, that goes into the net. 7 will serve 8 here. Donamuno rotation.
Donamuno's been scoring a bunch of points for the Bruins with the short serve. See if that's a coach. Yep. Short
3 aces early for her. 2-ball Nelson popped up by Savvy Simo. That's a dig by Tori Van Winden. A shot by Mercer, the freshman. 9-7 Mustangs.
Tough play for Buechler that time. She already committed to the middle to pick up a dink. Ball set to her. She's standing at the net. Couldn't get a swing. Free ball. Cal Poly, and they know what to do with the free ball.
McCroskey serving. 1 set apiece. 9-7 Mustangs in third. 9-8. Another serve there for Cal Poly.
Comes Mac May into the front row. We'll go over to the right side, try and block. Adley Van Winden.
From the corner, short serve Sponsel, taken by Broker. 2-ball dunk. Taylor Nelson. 10-8.
So Cal Poly has adjusted to the short serve now, committing a passer to get up there, get a nice high pass, being able to run their offense up. We're having trouble with that in game 2.
All down the line, served Riley Buechler, run Kyra Rogers. Cal Poly picks up on it, looking to finally win a serve. And they do. Adley Van Winden puts it down cross court. And Adley has 11 kills with 12 digs. Broker serving, 11-8 Mustangs. Broker down the middle to Munoz. Sponsor to Rogers. Little tip, turning around there. Need to pop it up. Adley Van Winden. The ball dug by Matt May at the 10-foot line. Right side. Buechler across court. Dug by Torrey. Here come the Mustangs. 1-on-2 Adley, but the ball's covered. Adley Van Winden again. Nearly stuffed. Pop back over. Tough play all the way around. Right side. Buechler off 2 blockers. Riley Buechler finishes that one off for her 19th.
She's been extraordinary tonight. My goodness. That one from the right again. Look at this. Abby Simo, front row. Stays in.
Front court, left side, Adley Van Winden. Ball dug Muno. Right side, Mac May scores her 3rd kill to bring the Bruins to within 1.
Another dig by Muno.
Riley Buechler, ball in play. Backside Neiman off the tape, taken by Sponsel. Muno will set Mac May cross court. Doug toward Van Winden. Left side Adley cross court. Doug Muno. Ball hangs on the tape. Cal Poly wants a call. They'll get it. That certainly looked odd to me. Left side Adley Van Winden. Doug Muno. Buechler chases it down. Free ball given up by Sponsel. Mustangs up 1 with the ball in the middle. Tip off the edge of the fingertips of Neiman. That's Doug. Simo swing. Doug. Long point. Torrey from 10. Dug by Riley Buechler in the back. Savvy Simo leans in. Popped up by Broker. Pushed over the wall. Yeah, Savvy Simo's been taking some swings. 2 wide open middle of the court.
Mustangs complaining because there was a play that could very easily have been 4 hits for the Bruins. There was a dig on top. The Kyra Rogers went up to joust. Looked like she missed. So it hit the tape, came back to the Bruins, and they played as if there had been a joust and there were 3 hits to go. Which Clausen's still arguing the whole point. Great play by Muno to dig it, keep it alive in the middle of the rally, and then, as everybody's exhausted, she shoots from 10 feet off as a libero on 2 and scores it. And the Bruins tie it up. They win the argument. 11 up.
Riley Buechler serving. Bruins have erased a 3-point lead. He's going to get an ace. Had 7 of them last night, a career high. Served 1 here.
She's done everything tonight.
Yep, that's for Riley, her 29th ace of the year. Bruins take the lead.
Oh.
Now tied, 12 all.
And she's now done the one thing she hadn't done so far, which is make a mistake. Going for that tough cross-court serve, which she'd scored with him. Got an ace. Got it too low, into the net.
Taylor Nelson Ball taken by Riley Bush. Responsel backwards down the line to Mac May. That's in there off a touch.
Mac May starting to heat up. Good sign if you're a Bruin fan. Not so good if you're Cal Poly. She continues to work the line. That one off block.
Kyra Rogers serving back row. Tori Van Winden. Tori will swing in the middle. It goes wide. Point Bruins. So she swings in the middle again. This one does not work out.
She was calling for the set too. She ran into the middle, got the pass, set me the two, got the set she wanted, but it got it wide.
Rogers serving Adley Van Winden. Bruins by 2, now by 1. Bryson on. Cross off. Adley Van Winden rotation. Bruins 14-13 in set 3. One set apiece. Muno, front row to Sponsel. Run, Madeline Gates. Bruins run the middle and succeed. 15-13. That brings us to a timeout in the action. Neither team has called one, so an official's timeout. Bruins 15-13 in set 3. One set apiece here in the NCAA tournament second round from Pauley Pavilion. Winner facing number 2 seed Florida next week on Mainstream, UCLABruins.com. (15-13) UCLA here, third, one set apiece in Pauley Pavilion. We've had 17 ties and 10 lead changes tonight. Bruins hitting .242, Mustangs .222. Riley Bushler 19 kills, 8 digs, hitting .378. Sarah Sponsel's 19th double-double of the year with 33 assists, 17 digs. Anna Muno already with 21 digs. It's a match high. Adley Van Winden, 11 kills, 12 digs, and an ace serve out of the timeout for the Bruins. Mac May, 31 aces on the year.
Nice serve. Mac May lets that cross-court serve, stands over on the left sideline, serves cross-court. Coach Crossan up, talking to down ref. Once again, trying to slow the game down. Not sure quite what he's arguing about.
Bruins now by 3. UCLA with 5 aces tonight. Had 9 last night in the middle. Neiman is denied. Nelson backside. Tori Van Winden. Ball covered at the 10-foot line by Nelson. Tori again. Off the block. Saved by Sponsel. Muno to Savvy Simo. Yeah, you heard me correctly. Number 11 for UCLA. Savvy is 2 for an errorless 4.
Timeout. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Defensive specialist just coming in and pounding away. This is the backcourt player's dream, Darren. We're in the NCAA tournament.
It's a dream matchup all the way around. You just didn't know what to expect tonight.
Gosh. You see something you've never seen before. Every time you come to the gym, Darren Preston, it's Savvy Simo in front row tonight. Oh, my gosh. Nice swing by Savvy. She looks very comfortable up there.
Yep.
She's just pounding away.
Now, by the time this thing's said and done, we're going to just see some crazy numbers on this final stat sheet. They already are. Riley's 7 kills away from her career high. Zana Muno already at 21 digs, not yet 3 sets in. A couple of double-doubles on the Mustang side, and Van Winden sisters have those.
Well, Muno overtook Broker in the digging battle.
Yeah.
She's got 21. Broker's got 19. But Tori Van Winden had 17. As does Sarah Sponsel. Tori just plays like a back row specialist. She's back row. She's all around good. Neither team really blocking a bunch of balls. Bruins have 2 team blocks. Cal Poly 16 blocks. When they do block, it's usually covered.
17-13 Bruins, one set apiece. Ball bumped up Tori Van Winden. Angle cross court and got it to fall right in front of Mac May. 14 serving 17.
Bruins set the block up in the wrong spot that time. Tori was set outside the antenna. They were blocking it if she could hit line. Have to take cross court in that way.
Up to the back line. Neiman down middle. Front court. Slide to Gates. Good. Madeline Gates.
Maddie Gates has been working that shot.
8 kills for Maddie. Can't see it for 25. 2 errors. Front court Nelson. Left pin Greisen. 2 blockers up there. Turning around Sponsel. Muno to Bushler cross court. Doug Broker. Here come the Mustangs. Greisen denied. Ball popped back over. Right side, Gates off the wall and good. Nice kill for Maddie Gates.
Bruins may have found something here. Gates on the slide, goes out against Greisen, continues to score. Either goes high and over or off the elbow.
Ball over to Broker to the 10-foot line, left side. Greisen, sharp angle, Bruins in the net. Brings the score to 19-15 Bruins. Tori Van Winden, a jump into the net. That goes on the service error. That would be her 4th error of the night. Cal Poly 4 aces and now 7 service errors. UCLA 5 aces, 4 service errors. Sanamuno from the corner, short floater, as she often does. 3 aces with that tonight. Left side, and Kyra Rogers, a light little block.
I'm not sure she blocked it. It might have just been in the net.
All right.
Bruins with the short serve, causing issues. Making Tori Van Winden come from the back row, get past in front of the 10-foot line, takes her out of the hitting rotation. Do it again.
Short serve Muno, Van Winden, Giles picked up. Shot by Bushler, popped up by Tori. Adley left side. Popped over way up top there by Greisen. Rogers over the wall. Dug behind the wall by Nelson. Broker to Greisen, cross court. Dug by Simo. Left side. Bushler leans in, scores. 20th kill for Riley Bushler.
Yeah, Riley Bushler's been great, but how about Savvy Simo? Because she just comes in and says, heck, what do you want me to do? Dig? I'll dig. Want me to hit? I'll hit.
Well, another 20-kill night for number 3, and she's going to have, I would suspect, a few more. UCLA perhaps moments away from going up 2-1.
Yeah, Darren, I don't know. You would think so, but this Cal Poly team is feisty.
Now, if the Bruins don't win this set, they're going to have a problem. 22-15. This time of year, you got to cash it in. So,
you're right.
Yeah. Well, taking a look at the stat sheet here with the Bruins up 7, starting to get late in set 3. UCLA hitting 259 for the match. The Cal Poly's 212. The Bruins having an awesome third set. And actually, each set's got better and better offensively. 333 in this third set for the Bruins to Cal Poly's 190.
Well, Mac May has heated up a little bit for the Bruins. Savvy Simo's put away some balls in that left power hitter spot. for the Bruins. Riley Buser has just been workhorse.
Also just one dig away from what would be her 14th double-double of the year. Zana, short serve to Tori Van Winden. Bruins by 7. Greisen has a much-needed side-out point there, 22-16. Leanne Greisen, 11 for 40, 5 errors tonight. That's about 135 or so. 3 blocks.
That time she went line. She normally has been going cross court. The Bruin blockers red cross court.
Floating serve long by McCroskey. UCLA getting closer to the third set, 23-16. McMay in and Crouch out. Sarah Spunzel, short serve to Adley Van Winden. Tori from 10, off the, oh wow. They got the block and return off Cal Poly. Missed that one. Bruins set point. Crowd on its feet, 24-16, front court, Nelson, backside, and the flag goes up. Missed by Madeline Mercer. UCLA 25-16, up 2-1 over Cal Poly. But I don't expect Mustangs to go away anytime soon. Those were 2 very well-played sets by the Bruins to win.
Absolutely, and in fact, up to middle of the game, Cal Poly was playing flawless ball. Bruins at about 15 finally went on a roll. You know what changed it? It was Savvy Simo. Because everybody else, Mac May brought herself up a bit, and Bruins got out of that one rotation, and what an idea by Coach Seeley and the staff. It's like, you know what, Jenny Moser, she's swinging, but she's not scoring. Then she stopped swinging, and she wasn't scoring. And then they just, you know what, let's try something. What can it hurt? Just let Savvy take a hit. She only swung 4 times, but she put the ball away twice. And the other times got ball back for the Bruins. And, you know, that just changed the tone. All of a sudden everybody went, okay, yeah, you know, everybody can put this ball away. Let's get going.
Washington 2-1 over Illinois. They're in the 4th set. 8-seeded Huskies looking to move on to the stat sheets. These are some big numbers, Danny.
Absolutely. Well, it's the Riley Buser show. She's 20 for 48, 2 errors. She's hitting .375. Next closest for the Bruins is Maddie Gates. She got working on the right side there on the slide, 9 for 26, 2 errors, .269. Kyra Rogers is 6 for 18, 1 error. She's at .278. Savvy Simo has a couple putaways, 2 for 4, no errors. She's at .500, and Mac May 4 for 17, 2 errors. So the Bruins hitting .259. I think the real key was the short serving in games 2 and 3. Took Tori Van Winden out of the attack a little bit for Cal Poly. Just created a little bit of chaos. They're not quite as insistent, and the Bruins win the long rallies. For Cal Poly, they're led by Tori Van Winden with 11 kills, but she swung 43 times, 7 errors. She's at .093. Her sister Abby also has 11 putaways, but she's been a little bit quiet the last 2 games. Started with 10 in that first game. 11 for 29 for years, .276. Greason is 11 for 35 errors. She's at 150. Overall, they're hitting .200. So the Bruins win at the net, 259 to 200. In terms of blocks, the Bruins up to 3 blocks now, 6 still for Cal Poly. And in terms of digs, Cal Poly still has a slight edge, 73 to the Bruins, 65. But the Bruins tough serving and short serving broke open a little bit in game 3. They're on the court quick, and Savvy Simo starting in the left front. Why not? And for Cal Poly, they're start where they start. Got Tori Van Winden left front. Adley Van Winden in the right front.
Set number 4 coming up.
Been a long time since Cal Poly's been looking at down 2 games to 1, Darren.
Now the first set that they won tonight broke UCLA's 12-set win streak, but the Bruins looking to snap Cal Poly's 22-match win streak. One set away from doing it. Right side, ball drops on Adley, sends it over to Kyra Rogers. Right side, Mac May is blocked. The Mustangs have won the block by Tori Van Winden with Neiman.
Mac May trying to work line again. Van Winden knows that's what she likes. Took it away.
Adley Van Winden serving with the Mustangs on the board first and the fourth. In the middle, Rogers off a touch. Mustangs in net. It is 1-1.
That three to Kyra Rogers has been a weapon here tonight. And Cal Poly saw it coming. Two blockers in front. One of them touches the net. I actually didn't see the net. They didn't argue.
Rogers floating serve. Looked like it was going out. Instead, it's an ace by Kyra Rogers off the hands of Broker.
Yeah, that was an awkward one to have to handle if you're the serve receive. Kind of high, then it dropped. Is it in? Is it out?
6 aces for the Bruins tonight. First by Rogers. Adley Van Winden straight away from 10. Dug by Bushler. She's got another double-double. Mac May down the line. Tony Kerr, the Bruins want a touch.
Tony Kerr saying, listen, that was a line shot by May that may have hit the outside blocker. Was not called. Ball was wide.
2-2. Neiman serving Simo in the back. Bushler bump it up. And again, Savvy Simo. Bruins are in the net again.
I think that was after Simo's swing. She was kind of teetering on the line. Trying to pull herself back into play and touch the net.
3-2 Cal Poly. Neiman serving the back for Marley Bushler. Right side, Matt May. She is blocked. Oh, the Mustangs 8-3 on blocking tonight.
So the Bruins have Gates in the middle, Simo up outside left, May on the right side.
4-2 Cal Poly. Neiman. Ball taken by Bushler. Run Maddie Gates. Nice up by Nelson. Muno to Sponsel in the middle. Gates over the wall, but right there is Greisen. Right side, Tori Van Winden. Popped up by Zana Muno. Bruins down 2, but now down 1 after another. Savvy Simo put away.
Savvy Simo.
Third kill, 5 swings. She also has 7 digs. Yep, she's been swinging tonight.
No, this is, that was Gates dinking the middle. Get the ball to Cal Poly. I want to see her swing, but what happens? Bruins wind up winning the rally.
Tori off the block.
It's the way they play.
By the way, she's in there for Jenny Moser, and Ann Crouch is back on the floor. 5-3 Cal Poly. Moser struggling, just the 3 kills at zeros after the third set. 5-3 Mustangs. Coming in to serve for Cal Poly, Mike Dixon. 5'7" sophomore out of Colorado Springs. Back row player. Ball is in pit Muno. Bump it front row Sponsel. Slide to Gates. Cross court. Hit it too sharply. It's out. Cal Poly gets another one.
Yeah, good pass that time. Bruins were in system. Went to Gates. She went cross court instead of the high over the block. Went wide.
Dixon will jump. Sends the ball right down the middle to Bushler. Simo off a couple touches. Boy, Cal Poly cannot figure out the strong hitting of Savvy Simo.
Well, you can't have a lot of tape on Savvy Simo hitting. You'd have to go back to her high school club days. Oh, my gosh. Nice shot. Savvy Simo got a high set. Went with an off-beat shot off the end blocker. Bruins serving.
Bruins down 2, slide right. Mercer popped up nicely by Sponsel and dunked down by Gates. What they call a throw?
Well, it was a throw. First ball, Patsy Malta let it go down. Then it was a hook shot. Maddie Gates grabbed it, hook shot, threw it down. Coaches are all going, what are you talking about? They all know that was a throw. Never called, but that's a throw.
7-4 Cal Poly. Looked pretty.
It was a great shot. Definitely effective.
Krosky down the middle to Muno. Front court, Spunzel slides. Gates, they go right back to her. Maddie knocks it down. Maddie's in double figures tonight. Some kills.
Bruins down 2, though, here. They're up 2 games to 1, down 2 points in game 4. Zana Muno at the line. What would you do, Darren? She's going to serve short.
How about a short little floater? It is in front of the 10-foot line to Torrey. Left side, Adley. Cross court, Doug Simo. Spunzel to Bushler. Cross court. Cal Poly is in the net.
Booker with another dig, though. This short serve just works. Short serve, pretty good pass, but now Torrey's out of the hitting rotation. Adley Van Winden just went in and dinked, and the Bruins were all over it.
Zana Muno
again.
Off the net this time. UCLA point. That's a Cal Poly lift.
Oh, I don't like it. She's making it too tight. She got the ace, though. What do I know?
Her 4th. Bruins have 16 aces this weekend. Left side,
nice.
Adley down the line, popped up by Muno. Riley Bushler from 10. Over the wall, Doug by McCroskey on her knees. Torrey looking to her right to Bushler.
Oh, no.
That looked like an odd ball.
Oh, no. Kyra didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Or overpass. Anyway, free ball to the Bruins. Pass right on the net. And Spunzel went up. She was going to hit. Kai Rogers didn't come for the one, and Spunzel was faking. She set the one. Nobody there. Nuts.
8-7 Mustangs set 4. Bruins sets the one. Front court Spunzel slide to Rogers. Got that. 8 kills for Kyla.
Spunzel says, I know you're coming this time. Sets her back one. So, yeah. The coaches are up off the bench. The players are up cheering. That was a nice play.
Sarah Spunzel. Short serve to Neiman. 2-ball Nelson popped up. Spunzel, but McMay can't bring it back.
Nice up by Spunzel, but nobody could get to the ball. May was closest, but to get it, he had to step on Sarah. Elected not to do so. Step on your setter, they never set you again, Darren. Can't do that.
Nelson serves Bushler, taking Spunzel out of bounds. That'll go as an ace for Taylor Nelson. Her 2nd of the night. Cal Poly's 5th as a team. Mustangs by 2. Muno to Rogers, pop it up McMay. Toss it over from 10. Mustangs again wanted a call. They didn't get it. By Crossan, livid. McMay cross court, ball dug by Broker. Neiman sent it over. Doug Spunzel, right side Bushler. Yes, got it. Crossan is going to get a card. Yellow card for Sam Crossan.
The controversy is during the play, the Bruins missed the pass, missed the set. McMay with the 10-foot line just set the ball over, set it over, spinning sideways. Could easily have been called a throw. It's not called a throw. And Mustangs have just gone ballistic. Riley Buchler in a rally that featured 4 dinks, finally swang, put the ball away, and the Bruins are within 1-9, serving 10. There's a lot of vilification from the stands of the roughing crew. Okay. Everybody,
10-9 Mustangs.
Regroups, and we're going to start in.
Bushler serving. Adley Van Winden. Ball dump on the overpass by Kyra Rogers. That's good for her 9th put away.
Buchler with a tough serve down the line, hitting area 1. Adley Van Winden sort of passed it from over her shoulder, passed it over the net, and Kyra Rogers dumps it down for Bruin point, tying up.
Left side, Tori Van Winden off the touch. That'll be number 13 for her, along with 17 dips.
Tori at the radical angle that time. The Bruins were trying to block cross court, got a hand on it. She put it on the 2-foot line going cross court.
Adley Van Winden sends it down, almost down the middle, may have gone out. Right side, McMay off the touch. Broker to Nelson, backside. Tori takes swing, covered by Adley. Here come the Mustangs. Looking to her right. Ball popped over by Simo on Grace's ball. A swing by Neiman. Can't get it down. Tori. It's going to fall.
What a rally.
Tori Van Winden, her 14th kill. Not quite hitting as well as last night, but still a major factor. We knew she would be tonight. 12-10 Cal Poly. Adley with the serve to Bushler, front court. Left side, and Savvy Simo off the wall. Wow.
That front row specialist, Savvy Simo, scores again. Nice swing. A lot of the Bruins are out here huffing and puffing. Savvy Simo saying, set me.
Kyra Rogers serving down the line, front court, right side. Tori Van Winden scores cross court, 13-11 Mustangs. Neiman serving.
I have to say, Bruins need a little bit of adrenaline here.
Neiman sends one to Bushler. Passes way up there to Sponsel. Savvy. Wide open middle. Boy, everything going down for Savvy Simo.
Roll shot to the middle of the court. Four Mustangs took a step towards it, but none of them actually went for the ball. It's a good shot. Sure, the Mustangs feel it should have come up.
6 kills, 9 digs for Simo. Nelson left side to Greisen off 2 touches, picked up by May. Swing by Simo. This time Cal Poly has its block up. Free ball reverse by Tori. Here come the Bruins. Savvy off the hands of Tori Van Winden.
The Bruin bench is just going berserk. I'm going berserk. Oh my gosh. Smiles all around.
Where did this come from?
Tori Bynes.
May down the middle, overpass, Gates. Bruins get it back, and UCLA's got the point.
Overpass blocked by the back row setter. That doesn't work. Bruins up by 1, Darren. 14-13.
That's a little change, and Mac May to serve. Ball taken by Tori. Tori swings off a touch, and good.
Wow. That was old-fashioned. That was a great serve by May down the line. Tori Van Winden passes from the right front. They run an X. She comes crowding into the middle, hits the 2 off the top of the block, and scores it. They sub out, give her a break.
Dixon on, Van Winden off. 14 all in the fourth. Bruins 2-1. We're moving on to Florida next week. Front court, Sponsel, back set slide. Maddie Gates knocks it down. Back on top of the Bruins. That brings us to a timeout. Need a timeout with the Bruins at 15-14 in the fourth and 2-1 on Lean Stream and UCLABruins.com. (15-14) Bruins in the fourth, up 2-1 in this NCAA tournament second round match from Paul Pavilion. Darren Preston, Nick Lyon with you. A fun one. Been very exciting. We've seen some things we haven't seen before.
How about Savvy Simo?
We can start with that. 7 for 11, 1 error offensively, along with 9 digs.
My gosh. She's going crazy. Riley Butcher just been the hot spot. Maddie Gates, though, got to call her out. She continues to be effective on this slide. The Bruins up by 1, 15-14.
Bruins have served 7 aces tonight, 4 by Muniz. Savvy Simo is going to serve this one. In play. It's a broker. Pass for Gates. 16-14 UCLA on Maddie's 13th kill tonight.
Short serve scores again. Bruins, how many balls the Bruins serve past 10-foot line? Not many.
Simo again, giving the Mustangs fits. 1-on-1. UCLA got it. Muno will set. Right side Sponsel. Got away from her a bit there. Taken by Nelson. Broker left side Greisen. And the block to go down. It did. Near sideline. It drops in. A short corner.
Bruins block the ball. It pops up. All the Mustangs go. That one's going out. It's going out. It's going. Oh, no. It caught the outside of the line. The Bruins score a quick couple out of that media timeout, and it's up to 17-14. And who's serving for those points, Darren? Savvy Simo.
And lately the Bruins have been really good in big points. And, going forward here, you consider these big points trying to close the deal and get into the regionals next weekend. To get closer to the 20s, this is where the Bruins have thrived in recent matches. Had problems earlier this year in that regard, but see how tough the Bruins can stay in the bigger points at the end of the set. All right, on the floor for UCLA, Riley Bushler, Madeline Gates, Sarah Sponsels, Anna Muno, and Crouch out there. And serving is Savvy Simo. 7 kills, 9 digs for her. She is serving up 17-14. Taylor Nelson, the Cal Poly setter, with the Van Winden sisters. On receive, Broker, of course, the libero. Greisen will take this swing, left hand, and misfire wide. Bruins continue on the run. Nice time for it, 18-14.
Once again, the short serve to Tori Van Winden. She's got to step in. Setter now doesn't want to set her.
One-on-one, Riley Bushler. One-on-one, getting it from Madeline Mercer, 19-14. Timeout again, Cal Poly.
The Bruins 5. Got a smile from ear to ear on that one. Wow, that was a spectacularly hard swing that went right down. Buchler got full wood with the block. The Bruins haven't blocked for very many points tonight, but there was no doubt about that one. Woo!
A couple of blocks tonight for Bushler, and UCLA just the 4th block of the team. 19-14 Bruins looking to wrap it up, get out of here in 4 sets, start thinking about Florida.
Darren, I can't do it. I'm still thinking about Cal Poly.
Yeah, it's far from over.
This happened game 3, though, as well. The Bruins, it was at 15-13. The Bruins just pulled away in the last 10 points. Here we are at 15-14, and the Bruins scored 4 straight, get it to 19-14. After that media timeout.
Trying to get it where Savvy Simo can get a double-double. But she's 3 kills away from that, along with 1 dig away.
I think they missed one of the swings. She was 7 for 11 last time I looked at this. I thought they had another put away in the middle of that. Maybe not. She hasn't gone back to the real throw.
Simo still serving, quite the run for the Bruins. Tied up a moment ago at 14s. Now it's 19-14. UCLA Mustangs out of timeouts.
Oh, no.
And out of the timeout, Simo serves into the net. I think that's the first thing she has done wrong tonight. Broski on.
Yeah, just went for, she's going for the short serve. You got to make sure that's them. No point in missing. You're not trying to get anybody to miss. You're just trying to get Tori to pass.
19-15. From court Sponsel, slide to Gates, over the wall, Doug Broker, overpass, Riley Bushler again.
Starts with the Gates on the slide. Mustangs have ball up, but overpass to Riley Bushler, and she'll slam it home.
Well, that'll tie Riley's season high in kills. She had 23 kills at Colorado in October. Now with 23, 3 to go to match a career high done in Arizona 2 years ago. Already got her 14th double-double of the year. A short floater. Left side, Allie Van Winnen. Bruins by 5. Sarah Sponsel to Roger. Down the middle, Doug Torrey. Sends one down the middle, Doug Muno. Left side, Bushler. Got another one, her 24th. Off the hands of Mikrowski, 21-15. Muno will serve.
Sweet shot by Riley Bushler. Took the angle approach. Looked like she was going cross court. Blockers drop on the cross court. Bang! Down the line. Cannot be dubbed.
Too short that time. Off tape by Muno. 21-16. Bruins still looking great. Neiman to the front row. Broker to serve. Broker down the middle to Savissimo, front court, left side Bushler, cross court, and good for her 25th. Getting a little closer to 4-set win, 22-16. Mac May returns.
Darren, that's 6.
And late in set.
That's true.
Yep. Sarah Sponsel serving back row to Mikrowski from 10. Tori Van Winden. Can't get down. Left side. Whistle blows. Cal Poly point. Double contact on UCLA.
I think Coach Grossman's going finally. I don't think that's a throw, though. It's not clean, but no longer a throw. However, it was called.
Nelson serves Muno. Bruins by 5. Right side. Riley ties her career high. 26 kills.
Nice.
11
time
digs.
for it, huh?
23-17 UCLA. Her last match in Pauley Pavilion is going out in a big way, at least on the home schedule.
Bruins have served this 3 serves in a row. Doesn't really matter if you just side out.
23-18 Bruins. Of course, the final home match for Riley Bushler, Sarah Sponsel. Played here, of course, just for the year. Taylor Schlenner calling quits as well. Played a little last night. Front court Sponsel. Left side Simo going to her right. Picked up Tori Van Winden. Doug Sponsel. Bruins still by 5. Left side Simo got it. Her 8th kill. Well, she got 10 digs. Crowd to its feet.
Coach Seeley keeps standing up and having this stoic look on his face. But every time he turns around, he's smiling like crazy. Nice sub, Coach Seeley.
This is set point, match point, 24-18. Nelson back set.
Oh!
The Bruins are in the regionals. Savissimo, I think, just got a block assist. 25-18 in the fourth.
They're mobbing her over there.
And UCLA 4, it's on to Florida. And the Bruins advance. They go to 21-10. Cal Poly has a 22-match win streak snapped at the hands of the Bruins. All 3 of Cal Poly's losses this year on the home floor of a Pac-12 school.
Cal Poly played well, but the short serve of Bruins just all of a sudden they're out of system in a way that you hadn't. Last night we never saw them out of system. First game and a half we didn't see them out of system here, and then Bruins start serving short. And all of a sudden it's trouble. Bruins are able to rally with them more. So it was Jen Moser wasn't having the big match. Savissimo gets the sub in, and that winds up being the difference. The short serve and Savissimo, plus the night of Riley Bushler. My goodness, is she good tonight. Wow.
26 kills, tying her career high from the Arizona road match a couple years ago. Also 11 digs, giving her 14th double-double of the year. Another double-double, of course, for Sarah Sponsel, her 19th. And kind of a bittersweet season, I guess you could say, it turned out for Oh, good call, James. Savvy Simo joining us. Boy, this guy's nailed it.
I'm shaking.
Savvy Simo joining us on our post-game show here. Well, I wasn't ready for that, I got to admit. You hitting on the outside and finishing with 8 kills. Were you prepared for that? Obviously you were in some way.
I mean, I haven't hit a ball in like 2 years. I've had a back injury, but I mean, it all came with the support of my teammates. I went in and they were all so encouraging and they told me they believed in me. I mean, Sealy told me I might go in, but I was nervous. I haven't played a while, but I can't thank my teammates and my coaches enough because, I got blocked a couple times, but they believed in me through it all and they believed in me enough to put me in, so it was amazing.
I wanted you badly to get that double-double. You just missed it by 2 kills.
It's okay. It's all good. At least I'm just glad I got to it.
All right. Well, your back row play is obviously tremendous. 10 more digs tonight. So you're looking really comfortable back there. It's great to see. Just talk about everything that's going on behind the back line. The team is serving really well and popping balls up you and Zana.
I mean, we've really come a long way with communication.
Yeah.
And I think that's a huge part of it because at the beginning of the year, like, communication, we struggled a little bit, but as the year went on, we started talking a lot more, and that makes it a lot easier, like, especially when I was going middle back, left back, all different places. It just helped a lot with people, like, especially Zana, Riley, everyone who were older than me, like, encouraging me through it.
Yeah, this was such a, in my opinion, dream matchup or an NCAA tournament second-round match. Of course, big story, Tori Van Minden coming back to UCLA. And
it was a huge
you all were ready for that.
A lot of emotion, a lot of energy, so it was really nice to come out of that with a win. She played amazing. The whole team did really well, and it was a really good game for us. It's going to prepare us for Florida next week.
Yeah, just a few words about that Florida trip coming up. They're obviously one of the best in the nation, but team's playing well. So
I mean, we've been grinding all year, and we're kind of the underdogs. And as long as we keep believing in each other, communicating, and just going for it, we have nothing to lose. Might as well just go for it.
All right, let's keep this thing going. Best luck in Gainesville next week.
Thank you.
All right, Savvy Simo joining us on our postgame show, and she comes out swinging with authority. 8 kills, 10 digs for number 11. And
was kind of excited.
She was ready for it. I wasn't ready for it.
Oh my gosh!
But it worked.
Yeah.
And the Bruins are moving on. You got 16 teams left in the NCAA tournament. The Bruins are one of them. They advance as a seeded team. Obviously, a tall order come next week. Got to take on Florida, the number 2 national seed. But hey, everybody right now, Denny, is in survival mode.
Absolutely. Bruins advancing. Got to say for Cal Poly, what a year they had. Right? It's a shame that everybody except for one team, everybody's season ends on a loss. Tonight was Cal Poly. It was a little easier than I expected. Not easy, but it wasn't. I thought we were going to have 4 games like that first game, 28-26, right?
Oh, yeah.
I just thought that was the night.
I was very surprised at the set scores tonight. The first set, I was not surprised how that unfolded.
Yeah.
I was shocked by sets 2, 3, 4. Not necessarily the Bruins won them, but I was shocked that
there was
Cal
some
Poly
separation.
did not get to 20 at any of those sets.
Right. And some of that was, or a lot of that was, Bruins were able to take Tori Van Minden out of what she liked to do by serving her short, making her come up and pass. All of a sudden, they're setting some of the other players. The other players are doing fine, but not quite at Tori's level. And the Bruins get some points, separate. And you weren't expecting separation. Really, up to 13-13, up to 15-15. The teams were playing pretty even, but in games 3 and 4,
what I've been kind of beating a dead horse about the last couple of weeks, how good this team has been in big points the second half of these sets.
Right.
Once it got into the 20s, UCLA has really taken charge. A very rare first set loss. The way things have unfolded the last couple of sets. Cal Poly, UCLA going, nip tuck there to the bitter end. But UCLA was winning those type sets. Couldn't pull that one out. But certainly with authority the last 3 sets to advance in 4 tonight. And I'll tell you, across the nation, a night of upsets. You weren't necessarily going to the regional next week if you were seeded. We saw a lot of double-digit seeds lose tonight, plus number 9 Creighton and number 8 Washington. is in trouble. They're
Really?
down 10-4 in set 5 at home to Illinois.
Oh, my goodness.
So,
Illinois has had some very tough teams. I haven't seen them play yet this year. I've seen Washington play, though, so Illinois is doing something good. Because Washington's in Washington is brutal.
Riley Bushler, 26 kills. That ties a career high 436. 436 she hit. One more ace tonight.
That's
11 digs.
Brilliant.
14 double-doubles for her on the year. Maddie Gates, 13 kills at 257. Sarah Sponsel, 49 assists, 24 digs for Sponsel. Double-double her 19th. Donna Muno had 26 digs. And then Savvy Simo, 8 kills at 538, along with 10 digs. And Kyra Rogers, 9 kills, 364. Bruins end up hitting a very solid 282 on the night, about 100 points better than Cal Poly, hit 178. Tori Van Wen, 16 kills, 18 digs, 145. Not nearly as effective hitting as she was last night, but still played well. Adley Van Winden, 11 kills, 14 digs. And then Rhiann Greisen, 11 kills, just at 089. Setting the ball was Taylor Nelson, 36 assists, 14 digs, another double-double there. She also had 3 kills on the 2-ball. 5 aces, 8 errors for the Mustangs, 7 aces, 7 errors for the Bruins. Served very well, I thought, in the sub-regional. Cal Poly a slight edge on block, but I'll tell you what, the Bruins got better as the night went on, capped off by a Savvy Simo block to end the night. 8-6 Cal Poly.
Darren, did you think you were, in your wildest, did you think you were going to be saying
that script?
That is amazing. We got to call out Broker, too. She had a great match as the libero for Cal Poly.
Yep.
She was just,
8 assists.
Everything near her came up. She was really good tonight. She was fun to watch.
2 hours and 2 minutes, not quite the 70-minute match we had last night, but I was shocked, personally, that it didn't go the distance. Shocked that the Mustangs never hit 20 after set 1. The Bruins get it done for a 1,103 tonight at Pauley Pavilion. 24 ties, 13 lead changes. Bruins are moving on to face Florida in Gainesville.
That's a handful.
That is a handful, yeah.
All right, the Bruins are going to play the way they play, though, which is good ball control, take a bunch of balls, stay in a bunch of rallies. If you can do that long enough against a good team, you can win. But the fact is, Florida's ranked number 2 in the country for a reason. They're big, they're strong, they're good. Bruins got their hands full.
So UCLA and Florida, the other regional semifinal matchup will be SC versus Minnesota in the 7-10. And the team that's loving all this really is Penn State, because assuming Washington does not get out of their own sub-regional,
yeah, who are they going to come out against?
Don't forget, Creighton also lost tonight.
Right.
So those are the other 2 seeded teams that lost. Now, Penn State favorites anyway to get out of that, but things just even got, on paper, a lot easier for the number 1 national seed. But, things will, as we move forward, things will still continue to get tough for all these teams.
It sounds like Washington's going down, but Washington, to me, was the dark horse potential winner of this whole thing, because they're down around 8 or 10 or far wherever they are. But that was because Bailey Tanner had been injured in the middle of the season. She's been coming back, and she's one of their star players. As she's got better, the team's been getting better. I just kind of thought they were going to have a run through the tournament here.
Yep.
So you're right. Penn State is looking at maybe not the strongest, maybe not the team they expected to see. But you know what? They're good. They can beat anybody in this whole tournament. That's why they're ranked 1. So.
All right, so congrats to Cal Poly, a very fine season. They had their first ever undefeated year in Big West play, had a 22-match winning streak, but then they ran into a hot UCLA team. Came out, the Mustangs actually won the first set tonight, and UCLA got it going from then on out. Never in question, really, after that first set. Final score tonight, Bruins in 4, 26-28, 25-19. 25-16 and 25-18. UCLA is 21-10 as the 15 seed headed to number 2 seed Florida in the regional semifinal. And that should be Thursday night, I believe. Thursday night or Friday. Check UCLABruins.com for the exact date and time of that match in Gainesville for the regional semifinal. So one thing for sure we know, that was indeed our final match with broadcast. And we thought our final broadcast was going to be the UCLA USC match, and we were lucky enough to get back here and call 2 more. And we had fun doing it. NCAA's first 2 rounds, but that is definitely it for Denny and myself until January 3rd when we have men's volleyball for you.
I hope we're missing 4 more matches, Darren. I hope the Bruins just shock the nation here.
Well, I think they can cause some problems. They play the way they've been playing in this winning streak.
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, we'll see how it all turns out. So, for Denny Klein, I'm Darren Preston. Of course, all the best to the UCLA men's water polo and women's soccer teams tomorrow going for national championships. So we'll pay attention to that as well. All right, with that, good night, everybody. UCLA is in the regional semifinals against Florida. Thanks for joining us all year long. For Danny Klein, I'm Darren Preston. Again, your final. The Bruins eliminate Cal Poly in 4. Snap their 22-match win streak in the process. 26-28, 25-19, 25-16, 25-18. Have a great offseason, everybody. Happy holidays. We'll talk to you just after the new year for some men's volleyball here at UCLA. This has been Bruin Women Volleyball on Lean Stream and UCLABruins.com. Good night, everyone.